Life is a winding road.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about all the things that I wish I would have brought with me when we went on our cruise trip, and all the things that I wish people would have said in videos for us to bring. And I'm going to share with you guys some advice on like good to know things to do prior to the cruise, or even like on the cruise ship itself. And while we were there, I made an entire list of all the things that I'm like, dang, we should have brought this, we should have brought that, we should have did this, we should have did that. So I was like, you know, I'm going to make an entire video dedicated to just specifically going over all of the things on that list. If you haven't already watched my 4-part cruise vlog videos, definitely go check those out. I share with you guys the week leading up to the cruise and all the excursions and the stops that we went to, and then us coming home. I share our entire week-long cruise vacation with you guys, so definitely check that out. So if you were like me and you were going on a cruise for a very first time, this video is for you. So let's get right into it. First thing on my list is to bring floaties. Like, bring floaties as if you were going to a pool day, as if you were going to a regular beach day that's nearby to you. Bring them deflated in your bag and then inflate them while you're there, and that way you don't have to rent anything from the cruise line or from wherever you're at. It saves you a lot of money, and it really doesn't take up that much space in your luggage once it's deflated. The next thing on my list is to bring board games or cards. There's a bunch of different seating areas all around the cruise ship, and we've seen a lot of different families playing board games, and we were like, wow, like that was a good idea. We should have brought some Uno cards with us. That's a great way to connect with other people on the ship if you don't necessarily have family there. Spend a lot of time on the ship, and sometimes there is downtime where you don't want to be swimming, you don't want to be tanning, and you're just like, all right, well, what do I want to do? And instead of just being locked in the room, you can be playing out in the open, some cards, some board games, and you can make friends that way. So the next thing that I would say to bring is to bring your own snorkeling gear. If you're going somewhere that is known for being a good place to snorkel, bring your own snorkeling gear. We rented it. It was $35 a person, and for me, I was like, oh, the price isn't that bad. But then I realized that I was gonna have to put this thing in my mouth. God knows how many people have put this thing in their mouths, and that by itself just grossed me out. We already paid for it. I did it. It is what it is. But I'm like, no, next time we are definitely just bringing our own gear, and you can use it for however long you want. For the snorkeling gear, we only rented it for 6 hours, and we had to make sure we brought it back within the 6 hours. But if you bring your own, you just use it all day. The next thing that I would bring is bring a speaker. We were in the elevator about to head to the beach, and this girl had a speaker in her bag. It was playing some great Caribbean music. She brought the whole vibe to life with just a speaker in her bag, and we were like, oh my gosh, why didn't we think of that? We have a speaker that we normally would bring with us to the beach. Why didn't we bring it with us to the cruise? Because we're going to the beach. It just didn't click for us, and who doesn't like to listen to music while they're at the beach? The next thing I would say to bring is definitely overpack. I would say to bring 2 to 3 outfits per day. One for like morning time if you wanted to go out for a run, or if you wanted to go to the gym, or if you want to just kind of be more in like relaxed clothing, some shorts, a t-shirt, and then bring a dressier outfit. So that way for at dinner at night, you have an outfit that you can get dressed up in. Bring an outfit that you're going to wear to the beach, like your beach cover-ups or your pool cover-ups. But then also bring your lounge around wear. If I would have brought my cute PJ set, I would have walked around the ship in my PJ set. And I left the leggings at home because I was like, no, I don't want to wear leggings on my vacation, but I wish I would have brought them because the leggings were comfortable. I could have just slipped on a sweater or a t-shirt on it, and I could have just been a comfy go-to outfit for me to wear on the cruise ship whenever. Definitely just bring extra comfy lounge around wear. A cute PJ set that you can walk around in, some slippers. Bring it all. To add on to that, definitely bring a pair of sneakers. So we didn't know the types of excursions that they were going to offer until we got on the cruise ship, and the one that we went on was a kayaking thing, but there were excursions to go hiking and like do things like that. So if you're a little bit more adventurous, definitely just pack a pair of sneakers just in case. Even if you don't end up wearing them, at least you had them. The next thing I would say to bring is a full-size shampoo and conditioner. I washed my hair almost every single day without realizing, and I brought a travel size shampoo and conditioner. I don't know why. I thought it was like the airline. If you are flying to your cruise, it is a little bit different. But we were driving to the cruise line, so we could have brought full size everything, and it would have been fine. There was plenty of space to store everything. I ran out of shampoo and conditioner like the 3rd day. Next on the list is to bring aloe. So everybody brings sunblock and lotion to make sure you stay hydrated and to make sure your skin is hydrated and protected. But what if you do get burnt? The one thing that I didn't take into account was the fact that we were gonna get burned, and bringing some aloe would have been nice to help soothe us the following day, especially because the day that we were burnt really bad was the day we were in Nassau, Bahamas, and we were in pain all day and we couldn't really be in the sun. We were covering up. It was definitely the worst, and I wish I would have just brought aloe. So I'm gonna say it in this video, bring aloe. Alright, second to last thing is to bring a tripod or an iPad holder or something that you can elevate your phone or your iPads to watch TV. And most of the cruise lines, like most of the rooms, don't have smart TVs. At least for this cruise ship it didn't, and you're unable to connect like a Chromecast or like an Alexa or a Fire Stick or whatever. You're unable to connect that because of the Wi-Fi situation. So we ended up using my phone to watch all of our Netflix shows at night, to watch all of our movies, and I just brought like my handheld tripod, and then we would put it in between us and we were just watching movies and stuff on my phone, and it made watching movies at night more bearable because one of us didn't have to hold up the phone the entire time. We could just put it on the tripod and then we watch the movies until we fall asleep. Alright, the last thing that I would say to bring is to bring a lanyard. I had brought waterproof phone cases, but I didn't bring like specific lanyards for your cruise card, which is gonna go with you literally everywhere. If you have one of those wristlet things that you can connect your key card to, even better. Pretty sure they did sell them there, but they're just so expensive, and you can get much cuter ones on Amazon. So the next thing that I wanted to go into was just a couple advice things and things that I wish I would have known prior to booking the cruise. First thing on this list is to check into your cruise line as soon as they make check-in available, which for us it was 9 days before we were actually sailing. They let us check in, but I didn't check in until 4 days prior to the actual date, and our embarkation time, which is the time that we were allowed to get on the ship, was super late. Like the ship was set to sail at 3 and our time wasn't until 2 o'clock, which is annoying knowing that people were already on the ship at 10 o'clock in the morning and they were just chilling, just already started their vacation much more earlier than us because they checked in 5 days before us. So as soon as you get the email saying to check in, because the earlier you get on the ship, the sooner your vacay starts. Okay, the next thing of advice that I want to say is don't take out all your money in cash. Once you get on the ship, they're going to ask you to connect your credit card to your cruise card. Do that as soon as you get on the ship. I thought I had did it when we checked in, but for whatever reason it unlinked our card. So when we were on the ship, we couldn't use our cruise card to like buy other things. Our card kept getting declined because the headquarters of the cruise line is in Switzerland, and we didn't tell our bank that we were going to Switzerland. So of course kept getting fraud alerts, so we couldn't connect our card until 3 days later when we got to Florida, which was really annoying, and we had only cash. So there are machines on the boat that you can load up cash onto your card, which is convenient, and there is ATMs that you could take cash out. But bring a small amount in cash, but leave the most of it on your card or on your credit card, so that way you can do activities on the ship that aren't necessarily included with your package, but connect it as soon as you get on the ship. Next thing on the list is to make all of your reservations as soon as you get on the ship. Take that first day to go and ask about the specialty dining package, book all of your excursions for the week, find out all that information on the first day, so that way the rest of the week is just smooth sailing. So as soon as you get on the ship, go to guest services and find out where you can book all of your stuff. Alright, the last thing on my list is if you're gonna go somewhere new, book an excursion through the cruise ship. My whole anxiety with doing excursions is what if we don't get back on time and the ship leaves without us and now we're stranded. But when you book an excursion through the cruise ship, they will not leave without you because it's through the cruise ship and there's a crew member that goes with you to make sure that you get back on time. I just kept listening to advice from other people saying like, no, it's cheaper when you just go there. There's people on the port that will take you to different excursions and it's a lot cheaper than the ship. Yes, that's true, but you don't get that security of knowing that you will have a ride to your next destination and that the cruise ship will not leave you. Especially being a first-time cruiser, even though it's a little bit extra money, it's worth the money to not have to deal with the stress and to have the security that you will have a ride home. And that's it for my list. I know my past 4 videos have been all about this cruise vlog, so I wanted to make this video just to end my entire cruise series. So I hope you enjoyed this entire series. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't watched it, definitely go back and watch it. I set up an entire playlist, so make sure you hit the like button on all of those videos. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I hope all this information was super helpful. As always, I appreciate all your love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.